down, down. Hello, everyone. So yeah, and one of these days I'll figure out how to actually start without feeling awkward. But that day is not today. How are you doing, Mama?
I'm doing all right.
Nice. What all have you been up
Aside from work and working in the yard, which you knew about on Monday,
to?
not much. Went
I
out to eat with
also.
Martha.
Where'd you go? If you want to talk about
We went to Chabella's in Jamestown. We
it.
were gonna go for Singo, but it was canceled tonight because the people that run it were sick. So they've had to cancel their events this week.
It's a bit upsetting. I also haven't been up to too much. Yeah, I don't think I've really been doing too much. Playing Zomboid with friends has been like the biggest thing that I've been up to. Yeah, not a whole lot of updates from my side. So, I guess that means it's Sudoku time. Let's hop over to Sudoku. I updated the stream a little bit. It really shouldn't look that different. I just sort of changed how the window here is rendered, but that should be that significant. So, anywho, I'm going to click start recording, and we are going to take a look at the Asherian Stairwell by Chris Savides. Hopefully I'm saying it correctly. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits along an arrow must sum to the circled cell. In the two staircases, denoted by dashed squares, each digit is followed by a larger digit in a clockwise direction. Unless the digit is a 9, it is always followed by a 1. Okay. So I'm guessing these are our two staircases.
Yes.
Well, this is a minimum of 6. This is a minimum of 7. This one's 6. This one's 6. Okay. We know that this digit is larger than this digit. This one's bigger than
Yes.
that one. This one.
The
Digit
elbow
is followed.
before.
Okay, I got them
Yeah.
backwards. This one's the larger. Big. We can go 1, 2, 3, but if this was a 2, you'd have to go 3 and 4, and that would already be 9, and then you have 10. So this is a 1 guaranteed. 3 and 4 would make that 8. This is minimum 1. You could go 3, 4. 4 and 5 is nice. This is 2 or 3. 4 to 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And then 2 and 3 is 5, which would make that 6. Although I don't
No, it
think
can't
this
be
could
a
be a
3.
3.
No, it can't.
So you could go 1, 2, 4 to make this 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 7, so it would be 8 or 9. And then if this was 1, 3, 4, that would have to be a 1, so that would already be 8. Yeah, So this is still possible to be 7. Is this a 9?
Oh,
Because each digit is followed by a larger digit in a clockwise direction, unless the digit is a 9, which is always followed by a 1. So this has to be a 9, doesn't it?
I think so. So now that can no longer be 3, 4.
Right. So,
That can't be a 3.
oh, could it be 2,
But it
4,
could
though?
be 2, 4.
Right. So 1, 2, 4 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Yeah, I should have thought of that. Does this one have to have 9 on the ring as well? Because at some point I have to put 1 on here. But the digit before a 1 has to be a 9 by the reading of these rules. So this can't be a 9. And where can I put 9? It's not there. This one can't be 9.
Oh, the one directly underneath the circle can't be a 9? Because that would have to be followed by a 1. Oh, no, that's right, because going clockwise, that would put a larger digit before it. Never mind.
Oh, this has to be a 9, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Because, clockwise direction. This digit
Right.
has to be larger than this, unless it's a 9 followed by a 1. And this can go all the way up to 6. Put 2 below it. Okay, but now this can't be a 9. We put the 1
I think
here.
there has to be a 9 in box 6 on the staircase. Because if you count coming around, because there's a 1, 2, a 3 or 4. If it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but you can't put a 9 there.
So there has to be a 9 somewhere.
On there. And it can't be on the arrow.
But we put the 9 here and the 1 there.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
But I do agree, 9 has to be in one of these 2 positions. Because it can't go on the arrow, and that's in line with the 9.
Right. All right. The circle in box 7. If that's an 8, it would have to be followed by a 9, which would have to be followed by a 1, and it can't do that. Can't be a 7 either, because if a 7 is followed by a 9, it would have to be followed by 1. And if it's followed by 8, it has to be followed by 9.
This is a 6. And we got 1, 2, 3. 7, 8, 9. Because this can't be 9. This can't be 9.
Right.
So this has to be 9. So it's going to have to be like this.
And then it's a 1 following it.
Right. Although I guess this can't be a 1, because this would have to be a 1, 2 pair, which would determine this to be. This is a 4. Oh, but this is the 1, so that is. The 1's here, so this is minimum 5. 6 plus 2 is 8. This is a 2, and a 2 and a 3.
Okay, well, we can finish box 5.
So,
Box 2, the circles is 7.
places 3 and 1. Here in box 1. 3, 4, 5, I think. Well, this is minimum 5. This is either 5 or 6. You can't have a 1. It can be a 2, 3 pair, or it's 2, 4. But you have to have 2 in one of these, because 3 and 4 is 7, which is too big for this.
Yeah. In row 5, box 6, the 1 has to be in that row, but it can't be the first cell. And since 1 is going to have to be in column 8, one of those two.
It's going to have to be here with the 9 before it. Because if I tried to put the 9 here, then you've got the 1 there. So that.
Right.
Leftover is 4, 5, 7. I guess makes this 5, 6, or 8. 5 goes out, 4 goes out. 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7 pair. 4, 5 takes a 4 out.
2, 3 pair.
4, 5, 2, 3. It's out from everywhere. 7, 9, 7.
Right. Box 3, the arrow. Two, 4 is the lowest that can be, which is 6.
Five would have to pair with 1 or 3, so it's not a 5. So it's 2 with 4 or 2 with 6.
So a 6 has to be in that on that arrow or circle. And so does a 4. No, because it's 2 with 4 or 2 with 6.
Yeah.
Never mind. Ah, but we can place a 9 in box 3.
One, 2, 3, 4. 5, 4, 3. This has
that
to be a
can't
4.
be a 3.
main. Those two.
Box 7, 4, 9 pair places the 8.
6, 7
Oh.
pairs can make this an 8, which makes that a 7. 6, 2 4s. 4's out, 5's out.
The arrow that goes from box 9 to box 8 sums to 9 minus the 1, so those sum to 8, so it's 5 or 6.
2, 3 pair, so 7, 8. Seven, 8 pairs. Make that a 5. 4. This
2,
is
3
5,
pair in the
6,
column.
7. 3. That's a 5 up here. Left over. We have 3.
And 8.
Those.
Box 3 needs 4, 5, 6. That's an 8.
6, 8, that's 7. 6, that's 8. Oh, did you mean box 2 needs 4, 5, 6, or did I mishear box 6?
Oh, I said box 3, didn't I? I meant box 2, sorry.
The recording knows, but we don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that means column 5 down there in box 8 needs a 5 or 6. Is the last.
We've got a 5,
2,
6
3.
pair.
The 5, 6 pair needs a 2 or 3. Gee, my name Christmas. Yeah.
This is 5, 6, or 7, I think. Places the 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9.
9.
So that's 9, 8, 4, 9, 6, 5, 6. Just 2, because I had this 9, 3, 3, 2, 2, 6, 5. These two are 1
and 2.
Got 1 in here, so 2 has to be here, so that's like this. 4's down here, but I don't know which way. So 2 here. 3's on the bottom. These 2. 4's on these 2. 6 is missing. That's 6. 4, 3, 4, 5. That was a pretty good puzzle. The logic with the 9s and 1s was really important.
Yeah.
Irregular Miracle by G.B. Pack. Place the digits 1 through 6 in each row, column, and region. No orthogonally adjacent pair of cells. Read as a 2-digit number, left to right or top to bottom. Read as a 2-digit number, left to right or top to bottom. Can be a prime number or a perfect square. Sounds like a good time to pull up our notepad and list 2-digit primes and perfect squares. So primes are going to be, we only have 1 through 6, so 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 41, no. It's not going to be 33, 35, 37 is prime, 39 isn't. 41, I think, is. But then it's not going to be 43.
43, 47.
Not 49.
53.
57. No,
59.
that sums to 12. 61.
61, 60. Oh, and then 67. But it's only digits 1 through 6, right?
Right. Okay, so those are our primes. And we're never going to have 11 as a problem. And then squares are a bit easier. That's 16, 55, 36.
56.
No,
Because 7
56 is
squared
7
is
times 8.
49. Oh, right. 64. Jiminy. You'd think I would know that.
That's 8 squared, 9 squared is 81.
Yeah.
And
And
then
since it's
10 squared.
digits 1
Okay.
through 6.
So then those are our disallowed squares. And it's left, right, or top down. So, okay. Well, those two digits,
Are
I'm
the
pretty
same.
sure have to be the same.
Yeah, and it's similar with the next to the last row.
Right. And those can't be the same. And this, well, where's, I was going to ask where red is in here, but clearly that's not the problem. It's already in the thing. And to make this list a bit more reasonable, you've got 1 3, 1 and 6, 2 3 2 5, 3 1, 3 6, 4 1, 4 3, 5 3, and 6 1 6 4.
Yeah.
2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So 5 is kind of the easiest number to follow. I guess there's a part of me that wants to put ends in 1. So 3 1 4 1 6. None of them end in 2. 1 3 2 3. You don't have 3 3, but you have 4 3 and 5 3. And none of them end in 4 except for 6 4, 2 5, and 3 6. And 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and I missed 1. 16? Yeah, that should be 11. 7 8. So yeah, 5 is the easiest. As long as it's not preceded by 2 or followed by 3. But 3 is pretty tricky. Hmm. Well, you know that red's one of those two, and blue is one of those two. Is there another digit somewhere that might be considered helpful based on its position in the grid?
Well, the one that looks like a 4, the shape.
Yeah.
The top 2 arms of that shape have to be the bottom 2 squares there.
Okay.
Since they can't be red, and they can't be in
Yeah.
the.
They
Which
can't be
leaves
red
one
or
square.
blue.
Which leaves one square in both those shapes that's uncolored. Oh, well, no, because they're blue and red. There's 2 possibilities. Never mind.
Yeah.
But
this can't be red or blue or green, and this can't be red, blue, or green.
right.
Although I guess that doesn't mean they have to both be purple.
Right. Because since it's red and an unknown for the 2.
Yeah. Let's just make all of those purple and see what that does. Well, no, that's incorrect. Purple's actually only 2 digits. These are blue and something. These two are red and something.
Well, the green.
Yeah.
Make those 2 colors because we know that they're 2 different. Okay. So in the next to the last row, row 5, red has to be one of the last. Well, no, red can't be the first one. So it's one of those 3. Yeah. There's 3 possibilities for green and gray. Well, actually, there's only 2 possibilities for green. That one and the one directly under blue. Oh no, it's 3 possibilities for green. Never mind.
Yeah. They can be transposed here. I don't know if I used that word correctly, but it's something.
Yeah, you did.
Alright, well, is there something to do with this order here and this order here?
Well, green and gray cannot be 1 and 3 because 1, 3, and 3, 1 are both not allowed.
Yeah. One, 3, and 6, 1. Or 1, 3, and 1, 6 can never be next to each other. Got 13 and 31, 16 and 61. But I think those are the only ones where the digits switch places. I don't
Right.
see 32, 52, 63, 34, 14, 35, or 46. So they can't be a 1, 3 or a 1, 6 pair,
Right.
but that doesn't mean they can't have one in the
Right.
sixes. Wait, the only digit that 6 is allowed to, or excuse me, that 3 is allowed to come after is 6. Because obviously you can't do 3, 3.
Right.
So if I look at these, I was about to come to a really silly conclusion and say 6, or excuse me, the 3 had to be really early on, but that makes no sense. It's just wherever the 3 is, the 6 is right before it. And that's also true if you put 6 on the end,
Vertically.
that you have to have 3 at the beginning. Same vertically, like I said. If I put a 6 here, then the 3 is here. Because otherwise the digit before the 3 would be not a 6, which it's not allowed to be. Okay. So where is okay, so if I put a 3 here, that would put 6 here and here. So you can't put a 3 here. This is not allowed to be a 3. You can't put a 3 here. That's not allowed to be a 3. So in this row, 3 has to be one of those. Now, if this was 3, you'd have 6 here, here, and here. If this is 3, you'd have 6 here and here. That would end up being a 6, so that's a 3. So that's a 6. Make that a 3. Make that a 6. Makes that a 3. And that a 6. That a 3. Hold on, I think I just proved. Does it always has to go 6, 3? So if this was 3, then you've got 6s like those. That makes that a 6, and that has to be followed by a 3, because otherwise you'd have a 3 following some other digit. Has to go 6, 3, but then before the 3 has to be a 6. It can't be any other digit. That did that. Now where can the 3 go in here? It has to go here. I guess that doesn't force the 6 down here. But this has to be a 3 because that's a 6. And so this has to be a 6. That's the 3. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a 3. Which has to be preceded by 6s, which breaks the 3. So our 3s had to be here. So that's not allowed to be a 3. This was a 3. But a 6 here has to be followed by a 3. Has to be preceded by a 6, which has to be followed by a 3, which has to be preceded by a 6, which has to be followed by a 3.
Well, does 6 have to be followed by 3? I know 3 has to be preceded by 6. Well, yeah.
Because if I did 3 here, then I'd have 53, which is prime.
Right.
Or 13, which is prime. 23
Right, yeah,
is prime.
Right, yeah.
Then I've got a 3 box here. Oh, but I know that blue is 3. So then that would be there. And 6. So blue can still be 3. This is 3. Got 6s like that. Just going to put 3s here.
3 in the box. In the same
that
shape.
just automatically ends. So if this was a 3, then you've got 6s here, which is going to place 3s here. 6s there. 3s.
It puts 3s in the same box, or the same shape.
Okay. And then just to double check, we know that a 3 here would put 6s in the same box. 3 here is going to end up with 6s like this. Going to be followed by 3s, which is going to break there. 3 here is going to put 6s like this. 3s, 6s, 3s, 3, 6, 3, 6, followed by 3s, same box. So this has to be a 3 and that has to be a 3. And then it's just going to diagonal like this, and then 6s like that. And then red is in 6, so that ends up being red there. And we know
3
that 3
is blue.
blue.
One more 3.
And now this digit is purple. I guess we can make 6. So this is purple. And, okay, so red is followed by 6. It's not 3 or 6. Can't have 16. Yeah. So that was the only ones that are after that. It's just not 1 or 3. You can have 2, 4, or 5, but 4 to 6.
Well, you can't. Where can you put 1? You can't put 1 before 6 or after 3.
Right. That's one of those positions. Those positions. Oh, it can't be in either of those, so that's a 1. That's a 1. So that's a 1. That's a 1. And that's not a 1, so.
But
These 2 are 1s?
do the 1s have to be diagonal like that?
Yeah, because of the 3s. So in this row,
Right. Okay. Yeah.
it can't be next to the 3, and then that 1 got placed. Now that's the only spot in this row. So
Right.
that was
Okay.
green. And, okay, red comes after 1, so it can't be 3 or 6. But gray and purple are 2, 4, 5. Okay, so following a 3. Not be 1 or 6, so that doesn't restrict 2, 4, or 5. Preceding a 1, not be a 4.
4 cannot be followed by a 1. Yeah.
So that means red is 4. So 4 is this one. The only spot 4 can go. And here. And then, okay, so this one's gray, this one's purple. Okay, so purple, purple, gray, purple, and gray. And,
2 and 5.
well, this cannot be 2 followed by a 5. So purple's 5 and gray's 2. Interesting. I'm glad I wrote it out like this. A bit upset that it took me so long to notice that the relationship between 6s and 3s. But yeah, that was a really interesting puzzle. It'd be really hard if you're not comfortable with the numbers. Yeah. Right. Just have to save that, minimize it again, and we are done with that puzzle. So the next one is Mystery Killer Crimes by Shintaro Ushida Hardy. I hope I'm somewhere close to the name. Each row and column contains the digits from 1 to 5 each. The digits in each cage sum to a prime number, but no 2 cages sum to the same prime. Digits in a cage may repeat. So we've got 1 through 5, and prime numbers in cages. Digits in a cage may repeat. That's interesting. Sum to primes. Okay, well, I guess the greatest value I could get is 25. So anything up to and including 25. Although 25 is not prime, but That's 2, that's 3, that's 5 and 7. And 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37. Oh, I'm past 25. Because the biggest cage is 5, and 5 times 5 is 25. So anything up there. And how many digits is that? That's what, 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7 cages. Got some flexibility. Although, I don't think it's possible to get 2. There'd have to be a pair of 1s. We can take out 2. And now, 23. I think this one is maximum 18. Because you can do 4 and 5, and then 4 and 5. And that's 18. But this one, you can go 5, 4, 3, 5, and 4. And I think that's the biggest that can be.
Yeah.
And that was 25 minus 4, which is 21. I think, because that's 10, 18, yeah, 21. So, I don't think we can get 23.
Nope.
So if I can't get 23, then these are my 7 possible prime sums. And, well, this one's the smallest, and I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be 1 and 2. And the reason I think it has to be 1 and 2 is, well, these would have to be all 1s to get 3. So yeah, so that one's
There
3.
are 8 possibilities.
What?
Oh, well, no, 2's not actually... No, I was going to say there's 8 possible primes, but then wait a minute. No.
Yeah, wait. 2 was the
doesn't work.
easiest to rule out, and then
Right.
23. So we took out 3. And well, the minimum here is 7.
Right.
So
3, 4.
So this
Well,
is a
5 is
3
going
or
to have...
a 2-digit prime. So I think 5 has to go in here.
2, 2, and 1.
Be 1 and it could be a 3 and a pair of 1s as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Because this is 6. This can't be 1, 2,
Okay.
but it could be 1, 3. Then we've got another 3. Oh, but even so, the minimum would be 6. This is minimum 7.
Right. 5 and
This
7
can't be
have to go in
5.
3 cell cages.
So this one is 5, which is either a 1 with 2 2s or a 3 with 2 1s. Right?
Which is a 1, 2 pair in the row. Uh-huh.
Um,
3, 4, 5.
yeah, I just don't like it.
Okay.
Well, this can't be a 1 anymore. Although this could still be quite big. What is this one? Yeah. Well, 1 through 4 is 10. And 1 through 5 is 15. So we have to subtract something from 15. So it's 11 or 13. Which is 1, 2, 3, and 5. We leave a 4. or we leave a 2. Because whatever this is, adding that makes 15, and since this is minimum 10, it had to be 11 or 13.
Right.
Oh, this was max 18, so this couldn't be our 19. And this is max 12 plus 5 is 17. So that can't be 19. This is max 14, so this has to be our 19. And to get 19, we have to subtract 2 from our maximum of 21. But, I guess 1's not necessarily removed from there. I could put a 1 here. It can't go in any of these, but it could go in either of those. Although actually it couldn't go here, because these are a 4, 5. This would be the only spot a 1 could go, if it was in. Oh, this can't have a 1 in it at all. Or yes it can go here. Because one of these
corner,
has to be 1.
That's minimum 8. Because the 3, 4 is the minimum for the right side.
Right. Although one of these has to be a 1. So
right.
This is
but
minimum 9.
It can't be the 7.
Right. We know 19 is the red. And its maximum is 2 5s and a 4, which is 14. So it's the other of 11 and 13. Right.
So 7 has to be done in 4 cells. And I think it's the bottom left with a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Right, because this is minimum 6, but this can't be a 1.
Right.
Which you'd have to do to get 7. So this, yeah. So if this is 7, you said 1, 1, 2, and 3. So that would make this a 2. So this is our 13, and this is 11. So let's make our green appear orange.
And you can get where the 1 and 1 are because they can't go together.
Right. And a 3. And then we've got a pair of 2s and a 1. 1 and a 2. So we've got a 4, 5 pair there. So what's this one? We just finished 7 and 5. So this is 17, which is what the maximum of this can be.
Well, the bottom is 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, because this is 12 and 5 more.
Mm-hmm.
And this needs to be 11.
Orange is 11.
This is 3, 4, 5.
4,
And
4,
if
and
this
5.
was 9, this would
Oh,
not
no,
be,
not 4,
this would
4,
be
and
too
5.
much.
7 and 4. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 4. Jeez, that's what I'm trying to say. It's 3, 4, 4.
So 4 and 3.
Uh-huh. No. Yeah. 8 and 3 is 11.
And that's the minimum possibility, right? Of how it can go.
Yeah.
Because I knew that one of those had to be. Well, it could be 2 3s and a 5. Because it can't be 3, 4, 5. That would be 12. But you
Right.
could do it this way as well.
All right.
But so this can't be a 5. But this is either 2 4s and a 3, or 2 3s and a 5. These 3 are 2, 4, 5. These 2 aren't 2, so that's a 2.
It can't be 2 3s and a 5. Because if it's 2 3s and a 5, on the bottom, the last row, the
Oh,
first
this
cell would
one's a
be a 3,
3 and a 5. Okay,
which makes 4 and 5, which would be conflict.
3,
3
5.
and or 5 over 3, yeah. So 1, 3, 5.
Yeah, that was really good. Just like the previous one, it's pretty difficult if you're not comfortable with the numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah. Although if you're doing, go ahead.
I left my water in the kitchen. I'm going to run and go grab it. I'll be right back.
Yeah. This is definitely one of those puzzles that if you aren't comfortable with numbers, you're gonna have a hard time because you gotta make sure you're doing comfortable with the prime numbers, the addition and stuff, and trying to do it in my head is no worries. That save again, minimize, make sure it's on screen.
Went to get a drink and realized my water's not here. Where is it? Oh yeah, kitchen.
All right, so let's go ahead and hop over to the next one. We might run out of puzzles, although it's not difficult for me to go get a sixth one. But on to puzzle number 4 for today. Group Sum / Rendan Hybrid number 8 by Akash Dulani. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Numbers inside a circle indicate the sum of the digits in the 4 cells covered by the corresponding circle, which may include repeat digits. Each purple line contains a set of consecutive digits in any order without repeats. Numbers inside a circle indicate the sum of the digits in the 4 cells. So, like, okay. So they're saying that these 4 sum to 13.
Right.
And these 4 are 26. Okay. I always feel like you should be able to get more information from this sort of thing than you can. But the fact that these 2 overlap really obscures a lot of the information. Even just this singular overlap obscures a ton of information here. I don't know if it's really obscuring a ton of information, but it's a lot less useful when they overlap, I think.
Yeah.
But 15 and 26 is 41. So there is 19 in this band outside of the 26.
Where did you get 15?
The minimum that 5 could be.
Oh, right. Hello.
I found it easier than subtracting 45. I don't know why.
Right.
Because 45 minus 26 is 19. It's a bit more direct there, but my brain sometimes does weird things. Oh, this is an S shape. Alright, where to really start here? This one over here is 20. But what do we do with any of this information? In the middle is 18 and 19, which is 3 less than 40. So that's 37. And, but that's 37 with the middle digit doubly counted.
Right.
So, the missing 37, or to get to 45 from 37 is, what, 8? 37 and 3 is 40, plus 5, yeah, it's 8. Plus, we have to add in the middle digit again. So the sum of these two corners, is 8 plus the middle digit. So that means their maximum... Well, it removes 9 from the middle, because that would be 17. We put an 8 in the middle, and then 16 is 7, 9. Although, I guess these are minimum 4, so you could put a 7 here. I know 9 can't go here, but you could do 8, because you would do 7 and 9. Except, no, it's really easy to do 10 and 11. If this was a 1, because we know that these are minimum 21,
Right.
which I think a 9 broke that, because 37 minus 18 would make them 19. but 37 minus 16 is 21. And as we make the middle digit smaller, it makes it easier to do the diagonal there. Okay, maybe that's not the most useful direction. All we did was remove a 9 from there. And this is max 7. I guess one thing that 26 does is it removes a 1 from this region. Because 1, 7, 8, 9 is 25. So we know there's a 1 in this group.
And 8 and 9 can't go in the 13 region. Because
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 7 is the.
So 1's here, and 8, 9 are over here. What about this 11? 6
1, 2,
plus
3, 5.
5.
11 and 4 is 1, 2, 3, 5.
Yeah. So we know that 6, 7, 8, and 9 are out here. So the largest digit that can go here is a 5. Oh. We know that this is 1, 2, 3, 5.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, I feel
11
goofy.
and 4 is 1, 2, 3, 5. I said it twice.
Yeah.
It just didn't register.
That's my bad. Yeah. So, with that, okay. So we know what these are.
On
These
that
are.
red banner 6, 7, 8. Oh, it could be 4.
Except, if I put a 3 here, you wouldn't be able to do this.
No.
So,
it's gotta be a
this
5.
has to be 5. Okay. So, 6, 7, 6 and 7 belong on here.
Right.
But 9 doesn't. And it's between the 4 and the 8 that go in this group. Now, this has to be 20.
Right. 8, 9, and 3.
And that's the minimum possibility, isn't it?
Yes.
So, that gives us that. 1 and 2, 8 and 9. This 13 can't exclude a 1, can it? because 2, 3, 4, 5
is 14.
is 14. Yeah, okay. So we know 1 had to be there. So 1 ends up here in the middle. If this was 8, 9,
then the others are 2, 7. Because it can't be 1, 8, it can't be 3, 6, and it can't be 4, 5. So it would have to be 2, 7. Which would mean 1, 3. With the 7 on the Ren band and 6, 5, 4.
okay. So it is possible to do 8, 9 here. And
Yeah,
this would be
I
1, 8, 9.
obviously already looked at that.
Say again?
I'd obviously already been looking at that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hadn't considered that until just.
Yeah, well, because was already looking at the 8, 9, which has how I already knew the 2, 7 had to be the other half of the 26.
Now, if 9 wasn't here, it would end up on the Ren band.
And that would be 9, 8, 7, 6.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be able to get an 8 on here. So 7, 6.
Well,
You
no,
couldn't put a 5.
If 9 is on the top up there,
Yeah.
7,
you wouldn't be able to get an 8.
7, 6, 5, 4 is the greatest that could be on. Oh no, 7, 5, 4, 3, because 6 would be on the Ren band, and 7, 5, 4, 3 is not enough. So 9 cannot be on the Ren band.
So that takes 9 off here and puts it in the middle of box 5.
7, 6, 5, 4. No, 7, 5, 4, 3. Because, or 6, 5, 4, 3. Because 5, 4, 3 is 12. Right? Yeah, is 12. And you would need 14 more. Because 6 or 7 would have to be on the Ren band. You can't have both in there.
But this is only 21.
Right. That's why I say it's
okay.
9 can't be on the Ren band. If 8 is on the Ren band, it's 8, 7, 6, 5.
And so that would be 9. So we know 9 exists. If it's not 8,
Right.
Then that's 13 and 14. Now we know neither of those are 9. They can't be.
Well, and 5, 6, 7 cannot all be. Because if 8's on there but 9 is not on the Ren band, then the Ren band is 8, 7, 6, 5.
So this is not 5, 6, or 7. So it's 4.
Right.
Those aren't 5. This one's not 8.
And it would also.
So
6.
the biggest one this could be is 4 and 3.
Yeah.
So let's say it was like this. That's 12, 16. And I need 10. So,
right. So 8 cannot be on the Ren band.
So this is.
So that's an 8, 9 pair. 9. And 2, 7. Well, 7 over 2 because.
Oh. The middle can't be 8 anymore because that would make this a 7, 9 pair. But neither of these can be 9. So this isn't an 8, that's a 1. And we said this was 2, 7 with a 7 here?
Uh-huh. So that's 9, so that's 1, 3. 4, 5, 6.
And okay, so these sum to 9. They sum to 9. They can't be 1/8.
Right.
And this one is not 2. This one's not 7. This one's not 3. So this one's not 6. I don't know if that's that helpful.
All right.
Know that this is
If
18.
if if the bottom is 9, well,
Yeah.
no, let's say if the bottom is 8, then the right
And
two have
this
to
is
sum
10.
to 10. It can't be 1 9, 2 8, or 3 7. It would have to be 4 6. Because there's a 1 3 pair and there's an 8 9 pair, which takes
Right.
out.
And if this was 4 6, then 4 and 5 is
2
taken out. So this would end up being 2 and 7. And that
and it
was if
was
this was an 8. So this
8.
ends up
So the
being a
top is a
9,
9.
which
Those would sum to
is
8.
10. So 8.
Would
And
have to
it's
be,
not 1
it
7.
doesn't work.
Can't be 4s. Can't be 2 6.
Oh, yeah, it would be 3 5. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So 3 5. That was with the 9 up here
Yes.
and the 8 down here. And that put 2 and 7.
Uh-huh.
And so if we switch it, then this is 9 and this is 9.
Right.
And that's 9.
The one on the right,
But that sums to 9. So 1,
it can't be 1 8 or 3
6,
6.
9, or 1 8, or 2 7.
3 4 5 6 7. Yeah. And it probably works. Although, okay, yeah, no, never mind. All right, let's see. The 4 6 makes the top of column 5, or column 6, 5, and the bottom 7. So then the left hand side has 3 5 and 7. So that's 4 6. Okay, that doesn't
4
break
6
anything.
and 4 6. This is 15. And we already have an 8 or a 9. So an 8 makes this
8.
7, and a 9 would be 6.
Right,
This
but we
is
can
minimum.
repeat.
Yeah, this
Well,
is minimum 3.
and that's a 3 or a 4.
So this is maximum 4?
I think so.
Because 9 would make this 6, 8 would make this 7. If this is minimum 3, then the maximum is 7, so this has to be max 4.
Right.
Four, 5, 6. But since this is minimum 3, regardless of which situation, this is maximum 4.
1, 2. Yeah. Well, yeah, because 7 and 3. That's a 1-3 pair in row 3.
Right.
And 5 is going to be the largest possibility on the Renban. So now on the 11 circle between on the right, the top corner is minimum 4.
So this can't be a 6.
No, it can't.
6, 3. 5 and 4 and a pair of 1s. No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was just talking about how important it is to be able to add, subtract, multiply, divide, and know what your primes are. And I'm over here struggling with basic addition. Oh my gosh. But these are minimum 6, 7. So this is maximum 4.
Yeah.
Oh, which is actually going to force this to be a 4 in the case of the superscript numbers. Because this is going to be a 2 and a 3, so that would be a 1. That would end up being a 3. Which is 6, 7. And to get 15 would be 8, 9. Oh, but this would be 1, that would be 3. So that's 7 plus 4, which is a contradiction. So we know that the superscript numbers are wrong. We've got 8, 9 like this, which doesn't surprise me, because there's more flexibility in the other direction.
But now there's a 2, 4, 5, 7 quad.
So this is not 4 and 5, it's 3 and 6. That takes 3's out of those. 6 out and 6 out. And isn't those to be read anymore? Although it might help remembering that those are paired. And now this is 3, and that's 11.
Right, so it's
which
either
doesn't change
4 or
this.
3. It's 3 or 4.
Kind of hoping that would solve that a bit.
Yeah.
14 is even more restricted than 15 because an 8 makes this as big as possible, which is 6. And if that's 3, this is automatically a 2, isn't it? Because 8 plus 3 is 11. So this has to be a 2.
Yeah.
7. Now those are 4 or 5, and I don't need that anymore. 7, 4, 6. Doesn't place more stuff, I don't think.
Okay, so then that 14, if it's an 8, it needs 4, which is 1,
4.
3. Or 1, 2, yeah. The 1, 2 pair across the row.
This can't be a 7 anymore, because 7 plus
Well, 7 and
2 is
4 is
9.
11. If you look at the diagonal from it.
Right, yeah, easy. And 6 and 4
Can't be
is
6
10.
either.
And you could do a 4, 5 for a pair of 1s.
Mm-hmm. You can't do a pair of 5s. But
So
you could
if it
do a
was a
pair
pair
of
of
4,
4s,
8, and 1, 2.
so this is a 1. And
But that
this
can't be
is
a
not a
4.
4, because this is minimum 9.
Right. That would be minimum 8. Oh, yeah, that's minimum 9. I was only counting the diagonal, not the 3.
1, 2 pair makes that a 3.
5 and 9. So that's an 8 and a 1.
2, 3 pair. This is a pair of 4s now, isn't it? 10, 11,
Yeah.
5, 8, 7 means these are 11.
2, 4,
2
5, 6, 7.
and 2 takes out 9, and 5 takes out 6. Oh, this isn't a 4, so 6, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 5. Means this can't be a 5 anymore, because then we wouldn't be able to place 4. 4 makes that a 2. 1 or 2 makes that the other. What's left over in this row? 1, 6, 7. And you don't have 2 or 3 over here. Which means this cannot be 3 for multiple reasons. But this has to have 3 on it. So this is 2, 3, 4. This is 4, 5, or 8, 9. Four, 2, 3 for down, and 5, 6 for up. That's not 5 or 6, so that can't be a 6 or a 3.
The top there of that red band has to be a 3. Because the
Because if
center is
it's
2 or
2,
5.
right. That place is down here. One, two, 7, 8. I hope that's useful. Who is one of those two? What's across here? 5, 6, 7, 9.
All right, well, let's look at those two Ren bands. 5 would have to go to 6 because it can't go to 4.
Right. Seven, 11.
Oh, in box 6, we can place the 1. It can't be on the Ren band. I mean, because there's, yeah.
That's one of these. Obviously not a 3, and a 1 would place the 2.
Right. Well, that can't be 4. It can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6, 7, or 8.
Why can't this be 4?
If it's 4, it would have to go to. Oh, I thought I saw 5. I was looking at the wrong spot for the 5.
Got 4,
It
6,
could be a
7,
4.
and 8,
Yeah.
which makes this 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. Except not 3 or 8. Oh, these are odd, because they can't be 8.
Right.
So 7 comes out of these two. Yeah, because the only one that can go to an even is 7, which would have to go to.
Right.
Wait, why can't these be 6? Did I just miss the thingy? So 4, 6, and 8 are all odd. So that, or 4, 6, and 8 are even, so they go to odd. So that would be 3, 5, 7, and 9. And there's already a 3. 7 is odd, so it goes to an even. It could be 6 or 8. It can't be an 8. But 6 isn't disallowed on either side. So I messed it up. Glad I caught that.
Yeah.
I think this has to be 1. Because it has
Yeah,
to be in the
because
bottom row.
4 is the minimum that the Red band can go to.
That takes 1 off of there. That's a 1, that's a 2. That's a 2, that's a 4. But where does 1 go in this box? Those 2. And 1 is one of these 2. It can't be there. So 1, 1, 2, 4. Not a 2, not a 4, not a 4. Oh, and that's a 2 now. Because these 2 means 2 had to be one of those. That was a 2, this would be 3 or 1. That's 1, 3. Left over of this row. 4, 7, 2 are not allowed. Feel that useful. Oh, this is done. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 8 is 15. How long has that been sitting there?
Long enough.
This can't be a 9, and that can't be a 9 anymore. So we know that 6 is one of them. 6 comes off of those. And actually, because 6 has to be one of them on both sides, 6 comes off of here also.
Ah, but look at row 6. Where does the 6 go in row 6?
One of these two. So we've got our 6s like this. And these are odd now. So these have to be even. So this is 8, this is 4. 4 has to go to 5. 8, 9 makes that a 5, a 7, a 7, not a 5, not a 5, not a 4, not an 8, 5, 9, not 9. 4, that's not a 5 there, that's not fixed.
And those have to, the 18 circle, so those two sum to 11.
So 4 and
7
7.
over 4.
2, 3 goes to connect those. I'm going to finish this box. So 5, 7, 8, 9. That looks like that one's only a 5. So 9, 7. 6, 5. Left over in this row.
8.
And
9.
that places these. This column's done except for the 8.
8.
And need a 4. Here it's 3, 4, 5, and 6. A 7. And a 9. And then here needs the 7. A 5, a 6, and an 8. 39 minutes even. We've got time for start one more puzzle. Yeah, this one was really good. Very math heavy. And we did have to sort of do the double thing here in the middle. Although we
Well,
probably
if we had
could have.
started looking at box 8 to begin with.
Yeah, that would have helped. Because this was a lot more restrictive. And then I didn't listen to you when you said this, like, what, 6 times?
Twice.
Same thing. Yeah. Alright, well.
I think it was twice.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Alright, next puzzle is Tenet by Jizora. Normal Sudoku rules apply. There are no repeated digits on a marked diagonal or within a colored region. 2 cells joined by a V or an X sum to 5 for the V or 10 for the X. 2 cells joined by a white dot have a difference of 1. 2 cells joined by a purple dot have a ratio of the number written in the purple dot. A cell with a gray circle contains an odd digit, and a cell with a gray square contains an even digit. Okay. I think I read those correctly. They're pretty standard. Why do we have... I think the colors here are just for funsies.
No repeated digits on a marked diagonal or within a colored region.
Oh, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 9 as well, so 6, 7, 8, 9. These have a ratio of 1 to 4. 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 8. Race squares, 6, 8. 5, 7, 9. 2, not 5s.
Well, the ratio of 4 would be 1 and 4 or 2 and 8.
And 3, you can have 1, 2, 3, and be 1, 3, 2, 6, and 3, 9.
That one's less helpful.
Where can I put 5 in the yellow region? It's not on the diagonals. It's not there. What?
I was just looking at 5 in the yellows.
Hmm.
And it'll be narrowed in the blues.
Yeah. I don't know if that's particularly useful.
Not really, because it's only 2 5s.
These end up being 6, 7, 8, 9s because they can't cross through 5.
Right.
And 6, 7, 8, 9 is going to take 6 and 8 out of here and 7, 9 out of there. Got 4 remainder. And a similar thing happened here and here. Again, 4. Only one of these two 10s is allowed to be even, because then I'll run out of even digits in a row.
Right.
This has to have 2 or 4 in it, doesn't it? Because it's 1 and 4, which has a 4, or 2 and 8. So this has to be 2 or 4. So you can't have 2, 6 up here. You don't have the same thing going on down here, but this can't be 1 and 3. Because it would just simply break our odd digit here.
Right.
But this one has to be a 3, so this one's not. And now let's take a look at our 10s. There's no 5s on there. But here, we don't have 2, 4, or 3. So the only high digit that's allowed is a 9 on the opposite side of the 10. That's a pair of odd digits. That's an odd digit. We don't have the same restrictions over here, do we?
I don't know. I'm trying to keep things in my head here. I'm going to have to write stuff down. This is a 2. And this is a 1, 4. This is 3, 9. It's 4.
This is 1 or 2. This is 2 or 3. And this is 1 or 3. So does that mean So we've got 1,
Yeah,
2,
see,
or
those are
3.
the ones I'm working on. The one I started looking at that one, and then I was looking at the one on the left, and I couldn't hold the digits in my head, so I had to.
Yeah.
That's if that's a 1, then this is a 2-8 pair, and down here would be 3-9. If it's 3, this is 2-6
And 1, 4.
and 1-4.
So 2 is in this
Either
group.
way, either way, 1 and 2 have to be in there,
I think 3 does as well, right? Because
and 3. Yeah.
but we can avoid 4 by being 2, 8,
Right.
3, 6, and 1.
And the other side is less helpful because if the if it's a 2, then you got 3-9 and 1-4. But if it's 4, you've got 2-8, but it doesn't affect the 1-3-9 at the top.
Yeah.
But there does have to be a 2. But there's
Yeah.
no 2 to eliminate anywhere else. So
2 and 4.
right, 2 and 4, but there's not a 2 or a 4 to eliminate anywhere else. So
Although I guess we got 1, 2, and 3 out. So for these two, it's
yeah.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the only high digit that's allowed over here is a 6.
True.
And okay. If this was 2, 8, then this is 3, 6, and that's a 4. If this is 1, 4, then this is 2, 6, and that's an 8. So 1, 4, 3, 2, 6, and 8. Or 2, 8, 3, 9, 1, but this could still be 4 or 6. But if this is 1, 4, 3, and 2, 6, this is 7 or 9 because I'll have used all of the even digits.
5 in column 8.
Can't be even. It can't be on a 10. It can't be used in the 4 ratio or the 3 ratio. That C's 5, and that's a 10, so that's a 5. Now this is not a 5, and now where is it here? Not on a 10, not in the 3 or 4 ratio, not an even digit, not in a 10, and that C's a 5, so we got there. So now 5 in yellow isn't here, isn't there, or there. So it's 5, and a similar thing in 2, in blue, I think. It's not in this
Yeah.
box, not here, and not on the bottom, and not there. Oh, these ended up being high digits, because I've got all of my low digits
Right.
around. This is 5 and a high digit. And, okay, so if that's 5 and a high digit, so that's 1 high digit, 2 high digit, 3 high digit. But I don't know whether this is low or high. Same here. But this is low. And this has to be at least 1 low digit. Same here. That's 3 low digits. And there's only 4. This has to be 1. That's 2. This one is 3. This could be a pair of high digits. Where's 6 in this column? Because it's not here. It's not 5 and it's not odd. One of these is 6 and one of these is 4.
Well,
7 is here or here, which is less useful. But I guess 7 could be there. This has 6 here and there. That's less useful here. But 7 in this column. It's not on the 3 or the 4. It's not this small odd digit. It's not even and it's not 5. So we know one of them is 7 and one of these is 3. This was 3, 7. That's 1 and 9. And I already have 5. So those two would be even. 4, 6, or 2, 8. Four, 6, 2, and 8 would force that odd. It could be 1 and 9. Where's 3? Oh, 3 has to be in one of these two. Oh, where's 5 in this box? Not in the top row, it's not in the middle row because we saw 5 was here. Can't be there or here. So this is a 5. Similarly, that's a 5. And if the 5's like this. The fact that 6 has to be one of these, as well as one of these, means that I can't put a 6 in either of these positions, can I? Oh, no, I can't put a 6 there just from the fact these are on the diagonal lines, right? This sees all 3 of those. So if that's a 6, or that's a 6, those both see these. So those can't be 6, therefore these can't be 4. These, one of those is a 7, so, yeah. So now where is 7 in this column? It's not a 5, it's not on this 10, it can't be on the 3, it's not even, it can't be on the 4, and it can't be on this 10. So this is a 7. Where is 6 in this? It could be up here, or here. But this isn't a 7. Find it? Um, six, 1, 2, 3, 4, lots of places, 5, 6, 7, 8's in lots of places, 9, lots of places. Four, 2's with it. I'm not guaranteed to have a 1 in this group like I am over here. I could go 3, 9, 2, 8, 4, be a 1, 6 pair. 3 high digits in these 2 columns. I just need one. But I don't know where. I don't think it's required to be there. Hit 10. This is supposed to be a short puzzle.
Oh, in yellow.
Yeah.
The 4 in row 1 that are not in yellow are the ones that are in yellow in row 2.
Right.
So, and you don't have a 1 in there, so you can't have a 1 in yellow in row 2.
So, oh, okay. So that removes the 1 from here.
The 1 from there. So that's now a high digit.
And similarly, there's no 1 down here, which have to be these. So this can't be a 1. This isn't a 9. So similarly, those are high digits.
Right.
And well, that could be a 4, which could go there.
Yeah.
Wait.
I kept looking
Wrong.
at the colors. Idea. What?
Where's 4 in this group? The only option in the non-yellow is a 4 here. So could this be a 4? Because it would have to be one of these. Well, that's not a 4.
Cannot.
That doesn't have a 4, and that doesn't have a 4, and that can't be a duplicate 4. So that's not a 4. So that's not a 6. Similarly, none of these are 4, so that's not a 4 anyway. And so that's a high digit, that's a high digit. Those are all high digits, along with these all being high digits, which means the remainder are low digits.
I knew there was something we could get from the colors. Just took
Yeah.
so long to find anything.
But these have to be 5, 6, 8, 9, and 7. I guess that wasn't that helpful. 1, 2, 3, those are all low. 3 that are low. Have this last one yet, and these 2. We know that these are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, if this was a 4, it would have to be one of these. We know that it's not one of these 2, so it's not there, or there, and that can't be a 4, because...
Right, so that gray square cannot be a 4.
I don't remember how we eliminated 4 before, but...
Because
yeah.
if that was a 4, where do you put 4 in the yellow?
Oh, right, the 2, 4 down here.
Right.
So, So this is 6 or 8.
Okay, and
Where's 4 in this column? It's not on the 3. It's not odd. It's no longer here because
right,
we eliminated.
because it's not in the non-blue digits in the last row.
Right. And it's not here. And then similarly, that wasn't 4. And this couldn't be 4 because it couldn't go in the yellow here. So now this
Right,
has
so now
to
that's
have
the
4.
1-4 pair.
So this is a 3. And now 3 paired with 9, so it's 2 and 6. So this is an 8. 8. Those aren't 8. That's not 2. These aren't 8. That's not an 8.
So it's
7,
companion,
9.
not a
Make
2.
that a. Say again?
Yeah. And since it wasn't an 8, its companion can't be a 2.
Right.
And so now that's odd.
And now, since these are a 7, 9 pair, neither of those can be a 9, which takes the 1 out of here. And I don't need superscripts anymore.
Yeah, and there's a 2-4 pair in row 8.
Row 8. 2, 4 pair, which takes the 2, 4 out of there. And now a 6, 8 pair, which takes 6, 8 out of these. So this is 1 or 3, I think, because we've got 2,
Yes.
4, 6, 8. Those
5,
are
7,
evens. 9. So it has to be a pair of that. 6, 8 here takes 8 out of these, which paired with 2. So this is 1, 4, so that's a 2. And a 1, 4 pair takes a 1 out of that, so
yeah, it's a 3, 9 pair.
Oh, right, because the 1, 4 took that out. It took it out of both of them. This isn't a 2. 1, 3. Take 1 and 3 out of that. And the 7, 9. 7 and 9 is not out. So this is 2 or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 6, 7, 9.
Makes that last yellow 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. And I guess also just looking across this row, because we've got a 6, 8. So similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4 makes this a high digit, 6, 8, 9. And now this got 1, 2, 3, 4 high digits. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4.
It can't be 1 or 3. There's 1, 3 in the column.
Right. This one can't be 2 or 4 because it's also got this is the same similar thing.
Column 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4 quad.
Right. So 6, 7, 8, 9. This column's got to have the same thing. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9 makes this a 2. And that was here. We have a similar thing. 6, 7, 8, 9 makes this a 3.
Makes it 3.
Oh, this is 1. That's not 1 or 3. That's not a 1. That's not a 1. Where's 3 in this box? It's 3, 5. What, 2, 5? We got 7, 8, 9, 1, 4, 3. 6, 7, 8. One of those two. Hopefully, I don't think. 6.
Row 6. 1, 2, 4 triple.
1, 2, 4 makes this a 5, a 2, a 3, a 5. But
Yeah, it doesn't help.
2 means 3. So this isn't a 3. And this being having to have a 2, because 3 has to be one of these two, which means 2 has to be one of those two, so that's not a 2. 2, 3, 4, not helpful. 4 in. That's purple. That's purple. Be helpful. 2, 4 pair. 3, 7, 9, 8. Oh, 5, 6, 8 in yellow means this isn't a 6. 7, 9 pair means that is a 6. 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, not 6 or 9, not a 9. 6, 4, 2, 7, 3, 9, 3, 1, 2, 9, 9, not 9s, not 6s, 1s, not 4s, not 1s, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 4, 4, 1, 4, 3, 1, 9, 2, 1, 3, 6, not 6, not 8 or 9, not 9, not 7, so that's a 6, which I'm pretty sure has to go with 7, 8 goes to 9, not 7 or 8, not a 9, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 9, 6, 7, 6, 8, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 7, 8, 9, 8, and 5, and that is the end of the puzzle. And that is 3. That's a ratio of 3, 4, and 4. That sums to 10. That sums to 10. That sums to 10. That sums to 10. Consecutive, 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 consecutive. 5, 5, 5, 5.
The diagonals have everything from 1 to.
Diagonals are good. Yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Blue, 1,
Blue's
2,
good.
3. And I think that means the puzzle's good. Because it didn't include a solution.
Right. That was apparently harder than whoever. Well, it's still only 37 minutes.
Yeah. It was a mark puzzle, so.
So 5 minutes.
Well, the video is 29, so.
So we weren't too bad.
No. There was definitely a lot of slowdowns where we missed some things that were pretty obvious once we found them.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh, yes. Remember, if these have to be.
having to be those that you saw.
Yeah.
There was the 6 and the 7 that ended up here and here that had to be marked off other places, and the low digits being removed from these places. And there's lots of stuff there in that puzzle that was very tricky to find. Or I wouldn't say they're necessarily tricky to find. It was just
We weren't spotting them.
yeah, and it's late, so there's some element of that being a potential problem.
Fatigue.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so that is the end of Sudoku, as it is time to pop off. Any final thoughts before we end stream them up?
No.
Awesome. All right, then. Thank you, anyone who watches. Like, comment, subscribe, all of them fun YouTubey things. And then we will probably be back on Monday. Unless you think there's going to be anything that will be in the way for Monday?
Shouldn't be on Monday.
Cool. All right, then that is it.
The only potential conflicts would be on Thursday if Martha and I might be a little late for stuff going on.
All right, then. Thank you for watching, and